My goodness. Oh boy, that was woo-hoo. Woo!
I think it's time for you to call it.
What?
Hey, you lost a piece of your plane.
Oh, wonder where that goes. I don't know. People have accused us of paying money for views, which has never happened until now. I just paid $3 so you guys could see this plane on the channel. There are a couple kids weed eating, and I asked them not to weed eat for a cold pop if they would just wait a few minutes. So it already cost me $3. That's okay, because I really want to talk about the FMS Integral. This thing in blue especially very much looks like a shark, and I was surprised when I looked this up to see if they were still in stock that it's no longer available. FMS designed this from the ground up as kind of a beginner, very fast RC jet. And it's a lot of fun to fly. I think it's very well rounded, not bad at $400. And they even ran sales on this to hit about $250 or so, brand new. So I knew something was up. Sales must not have been good, because about a year after coming out, you can't buy this anymore. It's been discontinued on their website. I think that is a little bit crazy. There's a lot of stuff happening in the hobby and in the industry of RC right now, and I wanted to hear from you guys and let me know your thoughts as to why this got discontinued so fast. This might be the last time we see it on the channel ever, so let's have some fun and fly it. Abby, I forgot this thing had lights. Like, it has it all. It has flaps, retracts, lights. It's a really nice EDF. Shocks. Go look at that, bouncing down the runway. And it flies pretty well too. It's very forgiving in the air. And it's just a weird, neat, different thing. I applaud them for designing something that's actually different, but unfortunately, sometimes different just doesn't sell well. I think people want scale, possibly. I think that's what they're aiming for when they buy a jet. I don't know. I think one of my landing gear didn't go up when I just pulled it out. I dropped it again, and I want to pick it up. Yep, we just got one dangling. Well, maybe there's multiple reasons they stopped selling this. I don't know. I haven't flown it in a little while, but I don't remember that being an issue. So we've got some drag because the one is down, but that's okay. My goodness. Poor FMS. You know, I've heard they're not going to have a lot coming out this year. I don't know if that's true or not. It probably is because of my source. Like the boss of FMS.
The one landing gear looks so funny.
Well, we've had that happen on other planes too. It's not like it's just them thing. Abby, why don't you ask it for me?
Well, it snapped.
Yes, it does, if I remember right.
Well, it snapped with one landing gear.
Now, what I don't want is that landing gear to snap off. That would be bad. I really don't want this to be the last flight. I just want this to be one that sticks around in the collection for a while. Just as a unique reminder that companies do try things, and when they do, a lot of times it just doesn't pay off. Unfortunately, we see so many P-51s on the market because the market dictates that. It's like with our channel. Let me ask you guys something. Now, we do the channel because we love it, but it also does help feed our family. That's just fact. That's the truth. So should I love planes, so it just works out right now. Our airplane videos tend to get more views right now than, let's just say, crawler videos. Does that mean we love crawlers less? No, I love crawlers. They're a lot of fun. I love collecting them. But should I do, 10 crawler videos and not a single airplane video? I think that'd be like any company saying, hey, guys, we can stock Pepsi, but we only sold one last month, and turns out we sold 2,000 bottles of Ski. Or, well, no one knows what Ski is. Let's say Coke. Ski's a more local pop here. Is it pop or soda? So, you have to make decisions when there's money involved, and that's what FMS is doing. They only have so much warehouse space. They only have so much ability to create things, and I'm not trying to be like an advocate for them. I'm just saying this is what happens in the industry of anything. If it doesn't sell, you gotta move on and find something that does. Abby, I'm getting some wind in minutes. Oh my goodness, look at that.
You're at 3 minutes,
I'm dropping.
by the way.
the landing gear, something's happening right now. I think it's wind knocking me around. That's insane though for a jet. That shouldn't be happening. I dropped the landing gear and it seems to be better now. So maybe I was just getting a bit off balance. I don't have any flight stabilizers or anything on this right now. So that was wild down there at the end of the runway. It just didn't feel right. Could have been a wild gust of wind because wind did just pick up. I'm gonna try one more time on that landing gear. No, it's just not going in, and it does mess with how it's flying. Oh boy, that was woo.
I think it's time for you to call it.
Whoa!
It a day.
That might have been the worst crash ever. Right in front of us.
Awesome.
Wow! That really is the last time I flew it. Oh boy, that was woo.
I think it's time for you to call it a day.
That might have been the worst crash ever.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You know what's
hey,
sad
your
about
battery?
this? Yeah, the only thing I'm really sad about is I can't fly on that ever again. Ever. So
or put it inside our home.
No, that's not coming home. Okay. It's been a while since I've had a bad crash. Listen,
that may be your worst crash ever.
Something was you saw it down on that end. It was like losing its balance, like bad. And then
probably your one landing gear. Although both of them were.
I think I had them all down on that pass.
That's funny.
But that was just nuts. I lost it. It felt like a heavy ship. Abby, it is destroyed. Look at that. Well, at least we get to see how the innards work a little better now. My goodness, the only thing salvageable from this is my receiver.
Yay!
Yeah, but should I put that in another plane? Yeah, it wasn't the receiver. Now that's crazy, Abby.
No, but you shouldn't have done that because wasn't that holding all the pieces on, or?
No.
Okay.
No. And if it was, that's like $120 receiver.
Hey, you lost a piece of your plane.
Oh, wonder where that goes. I don't know. Ooh, man. Guys, what is even salvageable from this? The motor? Yeah, the motor's great.
Look at I was going to say your landing gear, but your landing gear is
You know what? I got a good thumbnail. Look at that. The one that got away. What are we going to title this one?
I wonder.
Crash. Oh, okay. Great opportunity to talk about AMA. They should pay me millions for this. The AMA is the Academy of Model Aeronautics. We fly with insurance. I paid some kids to go mow down there, but if they were mowing out here, God knows what could have happened, or when I may or may not have lost control of that, or whatever was going on caused this to crash. I have flown thousands of things. I have multiple thousands of flights under my belt, and crashes can happen to any of us. So I will always fly with AMA, because if God forbid they got hurt or damaged the mowers or something, you know, this is just foam, it's not a big deal. But you don't want anyone else around to get hurt or anything. So guys, AMA is going to be linked in the description box below. For less than the price of that battery I was flying on, you can be insured for the whole year, and that battery is just kaput now. But AMA will be linked in the description box below. I'd never think twice about not flying with AMA.
I think you have 2 servos right there that are okay. Now these.
That was wild.
That one probably not.
I just want to watch that crash on repeat. Like,
it was good. I already watched it. It was pretty good.
Wow. Oh boy, that was woo.
I think it's time for you to call it.
Whoa!
It a day.
That might have been the worst crash ever.
Time for you to call it.
Whoa!
It a day.
Whoa!
I'm gonna be surprised if people don't accuse you of doing it on purpose, just because it was just perfect in front of the camera. We've never had a crash that close to like
with so many
perfect shot.
Wow.
Like it looked like it was planned, but it wasn't.
Listen,
it was good.
The focus of this video really was, why did they discontinue it? And I think we just got our answer, literally. Like, duh, that's insane.
Was that like less than 10 flights?
Yeah, definitely.
So less than 10 flights and it just freaks out and crashes?
I've flown it off camera before. Listen, we're gonna pause. I heard an airplane engine idle down. They're supposed to radio in,
but people don't.
But most of the time
we gotta pick this up.
So let's go.
There's just all these little pieces. Not that this could cause issues, but you just never know. And we try to be as respectful as possible. he literally peeled the paint off the plane. That's a piece of the paint. Good job, Nate.
Now, we've all walked off of a runway with a piece or two like this before, but I think that's the fun. I'm just gonna glue that all back together. Yeah?
You should.
I was overdue. I really was.
You were.
I was just overdue. It's been going too good for too long. Listen, FMS puts out good stuff. They really do make some of the best things, but clearly they knew something was up. Maybe these were crashing more often than I realized. I really hadn't kept up with the Integral. Don't let crashes discourage you. If you watch anyone online that never posts a crash, they're not being honest with you. We all crash, that's the point. I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this day. Even though we were walking away with a horrible crash, I still had a lot of fun flying it and sharing this experience with you guys. Hopefully you learned something from it, and I'm just grateful for life in general. So again, thank you, God. I also want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you want to see this thing not crashing and exploding, we'll have another video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.